A Florida sheriff is not sorry about people taking his advice on looters, which nearly led to a tragedy. On Tuesday, the Orlando Sentinel reported that the sheriff of Polk County, a man named Judd Grated, told his constituents to shoot at home intruders until they looked like grated cheese. He is unapologetic after two of his constituents nearly did that to an innocent person. So now first, let's go to where Sheriff Grady was giving his advice, obviously on Fox News, in the aftermath of Hurricane Ian. In this.
People have a right to be safe in their homes. They have a right for their property to be safe, even when part of their home may be torn away. And these looters, that's unacceptable, absolutely unacceptable. I would highly suggest that if a looter breaks into your home, comes into your home while you're there to steal stuff, that you take your gun and you shoot him. You shoot him so that he looks like grated cheese. Because you know what? That's one looter that won't break into anyone else's home.
Grated cheese. Now, do I think that people have the right to protect themselves and their property? Of course I do. But talking about this, shooting someone until they're basically full of holes so much that they look like grated cheese. That's a pretty cavalier way of telling someone to murder another person. Yeah, even if they're looting, probably shouldn't still murder them. But here's the thing. It's coming from a police officer, a cop. Now, if a cop's telling you to shoot people, you kind of wonder what the purpose of police are. Because look, it doesn't seem to be deterrence. Police being around, not a deterrence. Apparently doesn't seem to be public safety because guys like just shoot people. Again, this officer is telling you to take the law into your own hands and to shoot somebody. And that's exactly what happened. The next week, two of Judd's local constituents opened fire on someone that they suspected as being an attempted intruder. Now, the issue is that she was not an intruder. She was sitting in her neighborhood. She was actually in their neighborhood, sitting in her car on her phone. This is according to a report from Scott Maxwell. Not only that, but the men, a father and son duo, their house had not been burglarized. She wasn't coming into their home. She wasn't breaking into their home. She was sitting in her car, but it didn't matter. They got a Ring doorbell alert that they apparently misunderstood. And, well, what's the first thing when you have a misunderstanding in Florida? Oh, right, you grab your weapons. You grab your guns. And you just start blasting. That's what happened. Now, Judd told a reporter, quote, fortunately, both shooters missed, but were still arrested. They're arrested for listening to your moron advice. They're arrested for nearly murdering someone who was doing nothing. Nothing. Look, shooting, again, if you're going to shoot somebody, it has to be last resort, not the first resort. These guys get a Ring doorbell alert and go, oh, time to go shooting. Oh, I can't wait. Well, let's go blasting, everybody. And what sucks is that the police officer, upon hearing this, was like, that happens. Now, what are you going to do? Judd said on Tuesday that he had zero regrets about urging these citizens to instinctively shoot, saying, well, society can never stop the one-offs in life. Oh, it's just a one-off. Ask that lady who got shot at if that's a one-off for her. For just sitting in her car on her phone. Judd also said that he did not believe that Florida's stand your ground law would apply as a defense for the shooters, since they left their home to pursue the man they shot, or woman. The report noted Florida's stand your ground happens to be a little broad, giving near total immunity to people who use deadly force if they believe a person is an imminent threat of death or serious injury, and if the defendant has a right to be in the place where they feel threatened. That people have successfully applied the law as a defense in several other cases, or they left their home before opening fire. One of the most famous cases, of course, is George Zimmerman. Remember George Zimmerman, so-called neighborhood watch guy, chasing after Trayvon Martin because what? He wore a hoodie, he had Skittles and iced tea. Very, very dangerous combination. Oh my God. Super, super dangerous. He was told by a police operator, hey, don't pursue him. Don't run after him. Don't chase after him. We've got it. And you know what? Zimmerman, we all know the story. He did it anyway. He bit off more than he could chew after chasing after Trayvon Martin, and then got his ass kicked, and then shot and killed Martin and called it self-defense. And he got off. So that's a problem. All statements and laws like this do is encourage people like George Zimmerman, cowards, to get themselves into trouble and to fire indiscriminately at people after they have started a confrontation. Or if they're just scared and they see like maybe a black person in the area or a person they don't recognize, oh, well, they blast anyway. Who cares? Shoot them first. Shoot them first. My life, no, not even my life. My property might be in a little bit of danger. Again, I still believe that you have the right to defend your home and your person, of course. But I still also think that it's a dumb idea to have police officers going on national television and telling you, oh, if you feel slightly afraid, go ahead and murder someone. Just shoot someone. Go ahead. Now, the problem is you're more likely to end up killing a family member, a friend, or even an innocent bystander, which has happened way more than people successfully defending their homes against looters.